Sit down and shut up.
Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me, give me peace.
Why so serious?
You take the blonde and I'll take the one in the trailer.
This is Sparta!
I'll have what she's having.
ある山間の小さな村に侍の墓が4つ並んだ。野心と巧妙に疲れた狂気の時代に全く明理を顧みず哀れな百姓たちのために戦った7人の侍の話。彼らは無名のまま風のように去った。しかし彼らの優しい心と勇ましい行為は今なお美しく語り伝えられている。彼らこそ侍だ。
Welcome to another installment of the Screen Squad podcast. Like always, on the panel today, I'm Vinny.
I'm Ozzy.
And Edgar.
And we're going to be talking about this 1954 classic that I just saw for the first time. I never never watched this movie. And it's the basis for everything apparently I've seen, because as soon as I watched it, I saw every movie I've ever seen in my life in this movie. And we're talking about Seven Samurai.
Beautiful classic movie.
I think since it's Criterion collection, it's reminds me a lot of like Ben-Hur, because it has the intermission.
Yeah,
and
5 minutes.
Is it true that apparently they had taken the intermission out a while ago, and then just the Criterion collection has it or something like that?
I don't know. I've only owned the Criterion collection.
I'm still recovering from the old Rona, so if I look a little off, my eyes are a little puffy. It's because it's that new pink eye symptom.
The past.
It's the new pink eye system. So I guess symptom.
You gotta wash your hands after you go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I guess.
Hey, good morning, Ozzy.
That was weird. I was like, I'm hearing you guys go, you gotta wash your hands. I got pink eye. I got a dirty brown eye, or whatever's going on.
Well, you gotta wipe. That's why you have wipes.
I was like, wait, hold on. That's in my wheelhouse. Quit talking about my subjects.
Yeah. So Seven Samurai, over 3 hours long, worth watching completely. It was super enjoyable.
Don't do what I did though.
What did you do?
What did you do?
I saw it at midnight, so I didn't finish watching it till like 3ish. So I was in and out of consciousness for a bit. But as I'm watching, I'm like, I know this fucking movie.
Well, it's like it's a movie.
It's one of the movies that like give you that deja vu moment.
No, it's a movie that's been used. The story has been used by other people, other stories, other movies.
You know what it remind me of? Magnificent Seven.
Well, that's what it is. The Magnificent Seven is a copy is a copy of this movie.
Kurosawa was a fan of westerns, so
like this is there's a lot of movies that are almost exactly. Dude, this movie reminds me of Three Amigos. But it also reminds me of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like
you mean Rogue One?
No, just Star Wars in general. Look at the way it was. In just when I watched it, I'm like, oh, it's like Star Wipe, Screen Wipe. Like I was like, oh, it looks very much like the way Star Wars is filmed with the
even the name Jedi comes from the Kurosawa movies, because it's what is it, Jidaigeki is a form of like a type of movie in Japan, which is like a period piece. And so George Lucas took that's where he got Jedi from.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then and bukkake is a type of type of part.
He finally woke up.
Yeah. But it's a 3 hour long movie. It doesn't really feel like it's 3 hours long unless you watch it at like midnight, but
no.
It's well done. Like
I was watching Freaky last night, so sorry.
The visuals on it,
Yeah.
For it being 1954 is really good, and it's hectic. the battle scene, like the last end, the last quarter of the movie, where it's the final battle and everything. It's hectic. Everything's running around. People are getting run over and hit by horses in real life.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
So they pillaged the women and raped the horses.
It was really well done.
Hey, you got it right this time.
It was really well done.
Yeah, I know. I'm just hey, look, you have to be half awake for me to get things right.
The thing about it, the thing about the movie is you're invested in all the characters.
Well, there's great character development in the movie.
and great character acting. Everyone,
yeah.
like was it Kuchicho? Is that his name?
Kikuchio.
Yeah, the
Kikuchio.
13
He was my favorite.
the
Him and
13-year-old?
Mercutio and Rikishi.
the 13-year-old.
yeah, the 13. You know that's a girl's name. That's why they keep laughing at him.
Yeah, and he's 13.
Yeah. And the other guy that I liked was Yohei, the little old man.
Oh, the guy with the
Yeah, the whole time.
the
he's
whole time he was
scared.
he was the scared clown. That's the face that you always see with the clowns.
But you feel it. You
Yeah.
feel it at the end.
Oh, and then when he dies, I'm like
Yeah.
I was getting mad at him because he kept trying to run away, but then when he finally fights and then he goes down, I was like, burn. There's a lot of
Goes
people
down
that
like a champ.
there's a lot of people that die. That's out of 7, 4 die, and then again, technically,
The three last, I know that.
technically, one of them isn't a samurai. The kid that he wanted to be trained to be a samurai.
No,
right?
but he's a player.
Oh yeah, that girl wanted to get wrecked, son.
All right, take it easy, buddy.
She did. I was like, easy. I was like, she was trying to take advantage of him.
Yeah,
It's
it's because
like,
Monzo was a crazy
no.
dad, bro.
Yeah. Like
Cut your hair.
He cuts her hair. Tell her he has a son instead. He beats the crap out of her, and he finds out they hooked up.
Closed fist.
Yeah.
I mean, as you should.
The main samurai. What's
Just
his
for
name?
fun.
What the first samurai they get? What is his name? The leader, Denzel Washington.
Denzel. I don't remember his name.
Wait, I just loved his entrance. Like they shave his like.
Is it Kimbai Shimada?
Kanbei?
I have no
Kanbei?
idea.
Whatever.
There was a lot of watching in this one.
Hey,
And
come on, bro.
I-
Your research.
No, I enjoyed it. I
No,
didn't
I'm not.
research anything. I
Don't
watched
research
it.
shit.
You're the one with the phone.
I
Man.
researched it.
I'm like, what do you mean?
I just watched it. I mean, no, but like when he shaves his head to pretend to be
Okay.
a monk and just save the. Wait, that kid is 7 years old and he's crying like a 2-year-old.
That's
I was
what
like-
my wife said.
I was like, how is that even possible? Like,
Yeah.
makes no sense. That boy is 7.
I still cry like that.
I was like, wow.
That's my climax. What are you talking
There's
about?
and the movie.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
I was like, ah.
No, and then
Why?
no, and then like there's just the action. There's a lot of violence in it. No real blood.
No.
And I think
Well, you can't really see it because it's black and white.
but
it's
even
PG.
then there's no cuts like on the clothes when they get slashed. And
There's
then I
blood
was
in the first when he goes in as a monk and he stabs
oh
the
yeah,
dude.
that's the
There's
only
blood
time
on
I
the
saw
sword.
blood. And then I was surprised
Or
that
was
they
it
even
chocolate syrup?
they even had guns.
I don't know, but a movie has to be good if like bare naked ladies talk about you in a song.
Like Kurosawa and McMahon films.
Yep.
Yeah. It's been 1 week.
It
No,
has been
But
has
it's
been a week.
but no, but it's like this movie like incorporated so much, and you could really see its reach in other movies, but I think the best part of it was the fact that you get all those characters. There's a lot of people on screen, but every person. I think that's the reason why it needed to be 3 hours long. Because it's not just 3 hours of nothing. It's 3 hours.
I was gonna ask. Did you feel at any point maybe something could have been cut out?
No, not in this. If the movie would have been done now, there's no way this movie would be over 3 hours long. and there's no they would give up if the movie was made now, they would give up character development over flashy action.
Yeah.
And you'd have a lot more action sequences. A lot of stuff would be cut, and I don't think it wouldn't be the same movie. What I would say they could do, because it is a million years old, is do the Gus Van Sant and do a shot-for-shot remake of this movie.
With Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, with Vince Vaughn
Nice.
as
Speaking of Vince Vaughn, so I was watching Freaky last
Vince
night.
Vaughn and Chino.
Okay.
I didn't hate it. I did not hate it.
Cool. We're talking about Seven Samurai, though.
Yeah, no, but you know,
Yes, I get it. You don't have coronavirus, and you're able to go to the movies.
Yes.
I am not able to do anything. Plus, in my area, there are no movie theaters. I have to wait a couple of weeks before it comes out on VOD.
demand.
On VOD.
Yeah.
So
Whatever.
it's
and
cool.
movie theaters are cool, man.
I'll just pay $150 and rent it out of get my own movie theater.
Ooh. You
That's
got
how
money?
much it costs. $150 and you get a whole theater to yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
crazy.
I read that.
Yeah.
AMC. They're in trouble.
All movie theaters in trouble. You know what they should do? Start playing Seven Samurai.
On a loop.
I guarantee you, a lot of people would go watch it. I'm sure they
Oh, yeah.
they do screenings like that of it.
I don't know. I was thinking about that because people now have such a short attention span
What?
that who knows if they'd be able to sit through a 3.5 hour. I mean, my
3
kid
hours
did it.
and 20
He
minutes
loves-
minus five for the intermission.
My kid loves this movie. It's one of his favorite movies.
It's a good
Bro,
movie.
Avengers Endgame. Just saying. It's 3 hours long. They,
Yeah, but they
They picked
people
it
know
up.
those characters.
But
I
it's
don't know.
3 hours of
they don't know
amazingness.
these.
And then plus they built for Avengers they built it over like 22 movies.
Yeah, it took 20 years.
dude, there's dudes who pay how for that marathon?
Yes, I know. I paid for it and I sat through it.
Those
Shit
people
up.
are
That's
crazy.
Good. No, it makes
Out of
sense.
their mind
It makes sense when you love something so much you just stick with it
and fall asleep through
and
certain
fall asleep
movies.
through Thor: The Dark World. No, but
Loki, come here, Loki.
but I think since this movie is such it's because it doesn't feel like it's lacking anything in this movie. I know it was made in 54. I know it's black and white, and I know nowadays it's hard to keep the attention spans because of phones and everything. But
Because of TikTok.
yeah, but this
what do you mean?
but this movie is like it does have everything, and when you watch
Make
it,
people dumber.
and when you watch it, you see
what?
you see where it's influenced so much again, because like I said, you see Star Wars in it, you see any new Western, any there's always a movie where people are in need of help, and they go out to try to find people. A Bug's Life.
Well, that's the first thing I thought. Yeah, in the beginning,
It's A Bug's Life. It's Three Amigos. It's like there's
it's Mystery Man.
it's all these movies. It's
Oh crap! The movie exists. I totally forgot about that.
it's all you are the spleen.
What's
Damn.
the Adam Sandler one? The Ridiculous Six.
The Ridiculous Six. It's all the same. They're all and that's the crazy thing is they're all influenced by this movie, no matter what.
Yeah.
No matter what, and it reaches in like it's a vast thing because again, it's not just those types of movies, but it's in the type in the way it's been edited, the way it's been filmed. You see its hand touching all this stuff, and it's
Can you believe that someone actually paid to make Mystery Man? Fuck.
Universal.
The spleen.
That's the first time you hear All Star by Smash Mouth.
And
Before
and
it
it
was
hasn't
before
gone away.
It was before Shrek, but
And it
Shrek
did
made it
not go-
famous.
Yeah,
You're the spleen. You're the spleen.
that's Paul Rubens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Paul Rubens.
Before everyone who does it. The spleen. It's a good movie.
No, it's not.
No, I know it's not.
The Bowler.
Any movie, yeah, I was about to say any movie that has Janine Garofalo.
The
Daughter of the Bowler.
God, I'm like ashamed that I saw that movie.
No, but it again, it's like that's the effect that the Seven Samurai have. I know there's other movies that that Kurosawa made that all have the same impact, which I have yet to see, but I will see.
Well, Hidden Fortress is Star Wars New Hope
Yeah.
completely.
No, but there's also there's another one that there's another shot for shot Western that's almost exactly the same as that movie too. I forgot the name of it, but I gotta watch other
Research.
ones. Yeah.
Go research.
Yuki Joe, yo, something like that.
Huh?
Kimbo. I think the movie's
Slice.
something like that. But
Good job.
it's just it's like all this it's just this movie was from beginning to end, the character development. You feel for each one, especially when they die. Like the first one to die gets killed because one of the farmers finds his wife is drugged out and has been was taken by the bandits, and instead of coming back home to with her husband, she runs back into a burning building because at that point what she was brainwashed to be with the bandits already.
I guess.
It's been
I don't know.
such a long time, and because of him,
But did you see the husband? He was such a downer.
I know.
I would have burned myself up too.
Yeah.
I mean, just put a bullet to your head, man.
There's
Sometimes
no.
it's
They didn't have guns.
easy.
Only the bad guys had muskets.
I'm talking about the movie. Dude.
I'm sorry. Well, I had a moment. I was like, oh, never mind.
No, and then so he
Where's the hammer?
but the first samurai to die, I was caught off guard. Like, how did he die? And then I realized that they have guns.
Yeah.
And they shot him, and I was like, "Oh, that's what happened." I thought it was like because it looked like he just fell back, and he was like, "Oh, I did." That's what it felt like, and I was like, "But then later in the movie, you realize they have muskets," and I was like, "Oh, he was shot." And then pretty much everyone gets killed by a gunshot. All the samurai have to end up getting killed by a gunshot because they can't get killed by any other weapons.
Because they're too good with their blades.
But then the last one to die, which is the 13-year-old Kikuchiyo, he really was, I think, a big chunk of of why I enjoy the movie.
Yeah.
Because you see he starts off in the movie, he's just nuts. He brings in the humor. He brings in a lot of humor. He brings in a lot of emotion. And his story, it's unraveled. You know, you find out that he was a farmer's kid, and he was an orphan. He was orphaned because I guess his family was killed by bandits, or his family died. Because when he goes and he saves the kid, he when he breaks down, he says, "This was me. This was me." It's like, wow, okay, all right. And then so when he goes nuts, you actually see when he breaks his sword, and I like that. I was like, okay, finally, that's something real, a lot more real. His sword breaks, and then he has a whole bunch of swords, and he kind of does go nuts more when because of his actions, you know, other samurai die.
Yeah. Yohei dies because of him.
I'm not gonna lie. Like when you throw out names, like I'm confused.
I know faces. I just don't know the names.
I have to remember like the situation. I'm like, okay, he's talking about the
Not this guy.
scene where
That guy. That's a face.
the De Niro.
De Niro.
No, but even when he's just standing there,
Yeah. Throughout the whole movie.
yeah, and
He's ready for action.
That was a choice. No, that was a
He's funny.
choice. That was a choice too as an actor.
choice.
That was a choice to have that face, and once you make that choice, you got to stick to it.
Yeah.
So I tell you, don't make that face, or else it'll get stuck.
And then when
But he's one of my favorite characters in the movie.
Kukuchio,
Kukuchio. What's the actor's name? Because I was reading that he pretty much improvised most of his lines. They just gave him free range because they I think it was just going to be 6 samurai.
Technically, it was.
And they added him in the movie, and they just let him go crazy. He made up his own character and everything. Because I was reading that some of the samurai in the movie are based on real characters.
Toshiro
Legends.
Mifune.
Yeah, Mifune. Yeah, they just gave him free range.
Well, I mean,
Kurosawa just said go.
So
that's
they
good.
said if they. So you mentioned a shot for shot remake. If you were to make one,
And it can't be American.
Who would-
Nope, it can't be American. It has
Oh,
to be.
no, again,
it has to
who
be,
would
no,
you
no,
put
so
in
I
there?
don't know any Japanese actors other than
No?
Ken Watanabe.
We couldn't have Scarlett Johansson in it.
No. It can't be anything like that. It has to be Japanese actors, and it has to be made by Toho Cinema, and it has to be shot for shot. Because like just with based like on movies now, they could do a shot for shot remake, and I think this movie and keep the intermission, and I think this movie would make a lot of money. It's such a good movie.
Nah, I wouldn't want to see a remake. This movie is perfect. I don't need somebody else to make it.
Just shot for shot.
Buddy. No.
Shot for shot. Gus
No.
Van Sant. You get Ben Affleck. You get Matt Damon. You get Vince Vaughn. Because if you remake it and you do an American version, you're gonna get it's just the Magnificent Seven. That's
No,
all
but I'm saying,
already,
no, I mean,
but
what-
it was already
what- I
done.
mean-
It was just already done with Denzel
Yeah.
Washington. Like I don't need them to redo it here. I need another samurai sweeping epic like this
Yeah, well, I wouldn't mind an epic, but not this
without
movie.
Tom Cruise though. Even
No,
though I
you-
like
you-
Last
that's a-
Samurai.
That's a
That's a
good,
good
movie,
movie,
though.
though.
That is a good movie.
Yeah, I'm not. But I would prefer a movie that's made by in Japan by the Japanese with Japanese actors
and
it's
Keanu Reeves,
That's another
They
one
already
that-
have one.
Force
47
Ronin.
Ronin
Yeah.
with special effects. So
Yeah.
it becomes dragons.
He can do no wrong.
You leave Keanu alone.
Matrix
Keanu alone.
Revolutions.
Oh god damn it!
They already finished filming Matrix 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, but
Are they wearing masks?
not through the whole movie. Only one making it.
I think they go into a phone booth, right?
They exist still. They exist even in the
Doing
Matrix.
that world.
Even in the Matrix.
I need a landline.
They go into cell phones now.
Excellent.
They go into iPhones.
Yeah, but they mostly die because they end up using AT&T.
Bad cell service.
Like, I can't make a call.
halfway out. They only get halfway out. No, but this movie is
Morpheus, give me up. Hello. No, sorry.
nobody. But like even I just think that I think this movie warrants getting some sort of thing like that because you can keep the same locations, I think. And that was another thing. When I was watching it, I'm like, some of this stuff looks, because of the way it's filmed, it looked like it was on some sort of green screen. But no, it's just the way Kurosawa used like distance. Like there's times where it looked like it was like a fake background, but it's not. It's actually the characters there and the background's nice and just it's all well shot.
Well, it's isn't. I felt like it was more like the way it was filmed was more focused on the character itself, not the background.
No, but you also have
Because
that distance.
it
But
was black and white,
right?
usually.
But you could tell the distance between things. Like I don't know how to explain it, but like,
It was beautiful. It did look like paintings.
I just really wish it was in full in widescreen to show
30
more,
meters. 30 meters.
You know, because I feel they could have like had it been made now, you could make full use of the 16:9 instead of 4:3 without the black bars on the side, and really go out and even just now do it with an IMAX camera, capture so much more, and it would I think it would be amazing to look at. Because because when you watch movies like Red Cliff or you watch The Last Samurai or you watch anything like that,
Crouching Tiger.
I mean for that, yes, I don't like those Crouching Tiger movies. I don't like flying.
I do.
I don't like them. I don't like that wire work stuff.
Oh, so you hate Jet Li like I do? Okay.
No,
cool.
I don't hate Jet Li.
Or
No,
Jackie
you said
Chan.
no. Jackie Chan in later years. In his later years, not.
Oh, even like in The Legend of Drunken Master, there's wire work there.
But it's
Relax,
it's
bro,
subtle.
relax.
It's subtle versus Them
It isn't like, hey, I'm
looking like
gonna
they're flying
live
in
off
the air
of
like
yeah,
Walking on branches.
sunshine,
fucking stupid Jet Li.
swinging from trees with monkeys. Shia LaBeouf.
How does Jet Li look like he's like?
Hey, he's the
82?
emperor. Relax.
I don't give a
He is
fuck.
the emperor.
He can kiss my ass. I said it. Fuck you, Jet Li.
Wow.
Why are you so aggressive, bro? Did you wake
Have
up
you
on
seen-
the wrong side of the bed?
Have you seen Legend of the Fist? Have you seen like all these like? It's good. He's
I have.
Jet
I've
Li's
been
good.
forced to watch a bunch of these Jet Li movies. To fucking
Get out of here.
hey,
You're
hey,
stupid.
Romeo Must Die.
Well, you're stupid.
Forced.
Well, okay, you pick the one movie that was made to bring him into the mainstream to the Americas.
No, that was Lethal Weapon 4.
That's
Romeo,
true.
but no, that was to introduce him. But Romeo was to make him a name like Jackie Chan. Even though he was like 60 and Aaliyah was like 20,
She was barely.
but she
18.
looked like she was.
Like, come on.
but Jet Li looks like he was 12, so it's fine. It's all right.
You're not gonna call the cops.
But no, but like again, like just watching this movie, you see the beauty, like Seven Samurai. You see the way it was beautifully filmed, the story, the characters, and it's a movie that is still felt now when people are making movies. And there's countless movies, more movies I can name that feel very much like that used this Kurosawa storyline and to help it tell a story. And no matter what, this is like one of those movies that definitely has been used by everybody.
It's one of those movies that has to be seen.
Oh yeah,
has
you
to be seen.
definitely have to watch it.
Everybody. I
Because-
recommend this to everybody.
Yeah, no, definitely, because it's not boring. It makes full use of its time, and it doesn't feel rushed. It doesn't feel like it's lagging. Yes, it's harder to keep track of because it's subtitles, but it's fine. It works. It's black and white. It's
You don't know how to
fine.
read?
Yeah, but still, like a lot of people don't.
It went too fast.
You just talked. You just talked
Let me
about.
rewind.
No, you just talked about like attention span, and that's a big problem with people. And people don't want to risk. They don't want to risk or don't want to spend their time having to read that. But if you have the time and you have the ability to really sit through it,
Not at
This
12
mo-
at midnight.
yeah, not at midnight because
Yeah.
3
My
hours
eyes-
and
my
20
eyes
minutes.
still burning.
3 hours and 20 minutes. It is something, but
Yeah.
it's such a good movie. Highly recommended.
You're
there's
welcome.
Really, nothing much more I can say because,
You said it all.
yeah, I'm sure there's other people, other YouTubers, other videos, other reviews that you could watch that all see the same thing. This movie's really a masterpiece in storytelling, in visuals, in everything, to
Everything.
think that when it was done in '54, and we're in 2020, and you still see movies. You still see movies that use these techniques, this type of storytelling.
And whatever genre you want, it's got it.
Yeah.
Except sci-fi.
No, I'm pretty sure there's a sci-fi movie like it. I'm pretty sure there's a sci-fi movie that has this.
I'd have to
Well-
watch it again so I can find it for you.
Well, Vader and the troopers are samurais.
Why do you need to make that? You just breathe normally.
Yeah, but it's got to come out stronger. You know, Who's just got that new cupcake, man?
But definitely,
sprinkles coming in your mouth. Huh?
definitely check out Seven Samurai and check out other Kurosawa movies because
By Akira Kurosawa.
if this is any indication, I'm definitely gonna watch other movies, other movies that he's made to find other references in other movies because you can see where everything is borrowed.
Yeah,
And on that note,
definitely. That the moment of silence.
We're all getting better.
you
Huh?
get it from what? You have you've had nothing.
Oh no, I'm like getting awake. Let's just wait. This
I'm getting awake. I'm getting
I'm
awake.
dealing with a 3-year-old who's like, constantly.
I'm sorry
Sounds
you
like-
have COVID, but I'm waking up, so I'm getting a lot better.
Yeah. Oh. What a
Gotta
dick.
spit my cheeks.
What? On
What?
that note,
Yeah.
don't forget to follow.
Like and subscribe. This has been Vinny.
This is Ozzy's brown eye.
And Edgar.
We'll see you guys next week.
Bye, Felicia. He's looking at you, kid. In case I don't see you. Good afternoon.